everyone, I'm Danielle with Trinity Readings. We are doing the Scorpio Weekly Tarotscope. Keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find that the reading doesn't resonate, you can check your moon, rising, or Venus placements, because sometimes those will resonate more. And I do offer personal readings. You can get all that information in the description box. I'm feeling very strongly like the message, don't second guess yourself. Stop second guessing yourself. Stop second guessing yourself. Give yourself more credit. Ask for more. I feel like it's important to examine if what you're perceiving, the truth that you're perceiving about a certain situation, the truth that you're perceiving even about yourself, make sure that it is the genuine truth and not something that you're seeing through the eyes of pain. It's like, I feel like you may be misjudging a situation because it's reminding you of like a wound from your past, or it's triggering, it's making you feel, it's making you feel less confident. Everything that you're seeing is a result of what you're assuming. Your assumptions become reality. Your expectations become reality. I know they say that you're supposed to let go of expectations when you're manifesting, right? But the outcome that you're expecting is usually the outcome you're going to get. You know how there's that saying, expect the best, but prepare for the worst? That's the worst thing you can do. Because if you're preparing for something bad to happen, you're energetically manifesting that. I definitely feel like there's something that you're perceiving to be true that is not true. And you're misunderstanding it, or you're seeing it in the wrong way because you're seeing it through the eyes of pain, or you're seeing it because it's a situation that doesn't make you feel empowered. If you're comfortable like working with archangels, I would try working with Archangel Michael and just ask for guidance to help him see what the real truth is. Ask him to help you cut cords from your past to see what the truth is. Also, take a minute to look at what your Chiron placement is in your chart, Chiron. Your Chiron placement is going to show you your childhood wounds, your inner child wounds, where you may need, healing And I feel like that's connected to what you're seeing in the wrong perspective. Just get a little bit more. Yeah, like the energy that you're in, you're exactly where you need to be. You're manifesting this really beautiful, like faded change. You have everything you need to successfully manifest this. But it doesn't feel right. It feels off. But the reason that it feels off, the reason that it feels uncomfortable, is because this is a big change. Like this is a big, it's golden. It's a golden moment. It's a golden connection. It's blessings bigger than you've ever received before, but you keep replaying in your mind the same story from the past. In your mind, you're reliving this same past issue over and over and over again. But what you have in front of you is like this beautiful, it's abundance. It's a lot of abundance. And so you really need to be mindful about the energy that you're giving out mentally. Because it's like you need to pay attention to what you're feeding right now. If you keep feeding the old story, you're going to keep seeing examples of the old story. If you feed into the idea that you're blessed, that wonderful things are happening, like that's going to be the path that you're on. It's like I even feel like there's conversations from like years ago popping up in your mental space. It's like you keep hearing, you're like hearing the same story in your head. It's what you manifest this week is going to be a result of how you are perceiving it, of what you're seeing in terms of what you're manifesting. It's going to be a result of the assumption or the expectations that you are holding. And so it depends on what you nurture. If you keep nurturing the past idea, you're going to manifest the past. If you nurture what it is that your heart really wants, that's what you're going to manifest. Because again, what's in front of you, Ace of Cups, new opportunity for healing, opportunity for love, opportunity for abundance. What's crossing you is King of Cups. You're either in a beautiful alignment with another person. This is a very strong soul connection, or you're in a beautiful alignment within yourself, within your own energy. And what you need to do with this energy moving forward is really tap into your feelings and what you're nurturing right now. Really be open with your feelings. But at the same time, don't let emotions like override you, like in terms of emotions from the past. You're meant to be pursuing. Look at this. You have two white horses here, by the way. You're in this beautiful, gone through this beautiful transformation, and you're moving forward to manifest bigger love, bigger abundance, what's more connected to your heart's desire. You've done the healing, you've done what you needed to do, but it's like you need to insert yourself into that. You need to move forward and insert yourself into that energy that you're wanting to manifest, and be optimistic about that energy. Yeah, so you have the Three of Swords, and the Justice card is your overall energy. I feel like there's this huge fear of loss, or you're feeling this sense of loss from the past, and it's like this feeling comes in and makes you instantly feel the need to go into action. But it's all about what you decide to nurture right now. Again, like, the discomfort that you're feeling is not a bad thing. It's showing you that you are manifesting change. And in that discomfort, if you can take it as a good sign and go and not focus on anything that has happened in the past, but focus on the opportunity, the new opportunity that you're wanting to manifest. Even if it's with the same person, even if it's the same exact situation, it's not about anything that has happened in the past. It's about what you're assuming. It's about what you're perceiving. It's about what you're deciding to nurture. Tell me a little bit more. How are you showing up in this energy this week? 9 of Swords, 9 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. It's like back and forth, like, this is everything I want, this is going to be the death of me. Back and forth about what it is that you want. Overthinking what you want, overthinking your wish fulfillment. Your wish is right in front of you. I feel like it might be that there is some sort of difficult conversation coming up between you and another person. Or just a difficult situation being presented to you in regards to another person, in regards to something you're wanting to manifest, in regards to the relationship that you're in. And I feel like there's a big risk of it not being seen clearly. Although it might even trigger like a disagreement or an argument. If it does lead to like a big blowout argument, I feel like there's going to be a lot that is said that makes you and that person both realize that you both maybe were holding on to the wrong assumption. But I feel like it's important not to be so quick to react. Because it's almost like if you react to this in the same way you would have reacted, a month ago, a year ago, it's going to put you in the same kind of tense energy. And not that you can't get through it, especially if this is in regards to a relationship, but it's just going to make it like much more difficult than it needs to be. What you manifest this week is dependent on what your assumption is. If you hold back and really work on seeing this through the eyes of love and trying to understand the purpose and nurture the path that you're wanting to be on, you're going to manifest this in a much more peaceful way. Yeah, like feel confident in following your heart and expressing yourself. And look into what your Chiron placement is. And in all honesty, if you're in a relationship with another person and you can look up their Chiron placement, I would do that too, to make sure that you're not throwing your pain back and forth on each other. It's like if your inner child wound is a fear of abandonment, then without even realizing it, I feel like you may be assuming that this person is going to leave you behind. And so everything that you're seeing is validation that this is going to hurt you and abandon you. But it's only because you're sitting in that space of pain, right? It's not what's going on in reality. And I kind of feel like it might be that this person is marrying you to some extent. I feel like they might even have the same wounds. You guys might even have the same Chiron placement. Because it's like you're giving back and forth. But you're giving back and forth the assumptions to each other. And it wholeheartedly depends on what you decide to look at and what you decide to perceive this week. All right. I hope you guys have a great week. Bye-bye.